friends. Today we are going to solve a question on word problem involving linear equality. Okay, and the question goes this way: it says the sum of three consecutive odd numbers is 27. Find the numbers. They are three. Okay, and then they are consecutive. Consecutive is just like they are following particular session. They are in a particular order, and that order here is odd numbers. And I believe you all know odd numbers: 1, 3, 5, 7. Any number that cannot be easily divisible by 2 without what? A remainder. That's odd number. So we have 1 as I indicated, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 in that order. Okay. So you realize that their common differences is 2. So if you have 1, you add 2 to it, you get 3. You add 2, you have 5. You add 2. These are odd numbers. Now let's look at how best we can solve this. So these numbers, we don't know them. So in order to get these numbers, we should make sure that these numbers also sum up to 27, as the question has indicated here. So we first of all look for the first number. Now, since we don't know the number, we let a variable like x represent the first number. Okay, so we are going to have our x as our first number. Mas, I know we like using x and y. Okay, so we have our first number as x. And as we look at the odd numbers, looking at the trend, we realize that it's just a summation of 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So if you have 1, you add 2, you get 3. If you have 3, you add 2, you have 5. If you have 5, you add 2. So realize that these things, their summation or their common differences were 2, 2, 2. So that means that the second number is also likely to be x plus 2. That means if we add 2 to the first number, we can easily get the second number. Okay. Then the third number 2, you add 2 to the second number. So we can easily also have x plus 2 plus 2. This x plus 2 is just from this side. We are only adding another 2. And then from everything here, we should get something like 27. Okay. Now let's boss on. Now it says the summation of the three odd numbers. So we are going to add these numbers. Okay, including the variable. So you have x plus 2. We added this to that. Plus x, we can add 2 to 2. 2 plus 2 can get us 4. Should be equal to 27. Okay. Now when we get here, we can group the like terms. So we can let x and the other x, I mean to say this and that, come to one side. Then this number and that also come to one side. So we have 2 plus 4 all equals to 27. Okay, so this has a coefficient of 1. This has 1, has also 1. So 1, 1, and 1, you just add them up. X plus x plus x, that is 3x. 2 plus 4 will give us 6 equals to 27. So the next thing for us to do is just to group the like terms. So you try to transpose this here. We don't say cross the equal sign. So you can either say you transpose it or you find the inverse of them. Okay. So we have 3x equals to 27. So if I say transpose, you're going to have negative 6 here, as we used to say the cross equal sign. So you can say we transpose it here for it to be negative. Okay. So you have 3x equals, let's subtract 27 minus 6 to give us 21. So we are trying to find the first number. So we have 3x equals 21. You divide both sides by the coefficient of x. So here by 3, here by 3. 3 can cancel 3, right? 3 goes into 21 7 times. This is to tell us that our first number is 7. So if our first number is 7, then that means that the second number is 7 plus 2. We said x is 7. So 7 plus 2 is our second number. And our third number was 7 plus 2 plus 2. So we can say 7 plus 4. Okay, so 7 plus 4. Okay, so we have 7. 7 plus 2 will give us 9, and 7 plus 4 will give us 11. Okay, so we can easily say that therefore, the numbers are 7, 9, and 11. And that is very simple. So when you add 7 to 9, you get 16. Okay, 16 plus 11, and that will give you 27. And that makes it correct. A very quick reminder, by God's grace, I have been blessed with 1 year today. That is to say, today marks my birthday. So I want you to help me thank God for what He has done in my life. Have a nice day. Bye bye.